On the subject of newspapers, I thought it would be rather nice to have a look through the press archive in articles pertaining to the railway line, and we found about 18,000. I shall now recite them in order. 1. No, I won't, don't you worry. But I thought it might be rather fun here while I eat my Eccles cake to enlist the help of a few friends. So first of all, I would like to introduce producer Lou, who keeps a tight rein on this programme. Hello, Lou.
Hello, Stephen.
You're going to give me a hand going through the papers?
Yes, I certainly
And
will.
also, our guest presenter this episode, this is Chris Bedford, otherwise known as Dumpman, who is a wonderful historian about all things pertaining to disused railway lines. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Stephen.
Thank you for bringing these bits along. So we've got a few bits here that we've picked out from the newspapers. Let's have a little look. Now, what's the first one you've got there?
Well, I've got one from the West Sussex County Times. It's called Moving Tale at Station. And it's got a fantastic picture of a cow. I know you really enjoy it.
I wanted to put a cow on a train that Des Herriot was talking about, and you wouldn't let me.
No, it just seemed a bit health and safety risky.
I am slightly harbouring a grudge about that. What does the article say there?
So it says about the cow picture, just another commuter at Horsham train station, number 756. The story is Henfield Hire in Horsham has made a moving appeal for help after a cow has taken up residence on their lawn. The mischievous bovine is part of Cow Parade and has been amongst commuters. Oh no, amusing commuters.
What have you got, Chris?
Bramber's stations turned to topple. This is May 1969. It's about the beginning of the demolition of Bramber Station.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
And it's connected with the bypass, which I know you guys have mentioned before. And it says Bramber Station on the former Horsham Shoreham Railway line is being demolished. The station at Stenning has already been reduced to a pile of rubble. This has set a rumour running wild. The question is being asked, is work on the bypass about to begin?
Funnily enough, it didn't begin for years later, did it?
Yeah, it's a few years after that.
I've got another one actually, and this is interestingly, this is 1964, so this is 2 years before the line shut, but it looks like the Henfield Railway goods yard had actually closed 2 years earlier, so 1962, and they're saying work began this week on removing the railway lines and sleepers from the goods yard at Henfield Railway Station, closed 2 years ago. No word at the moment, though, about the fact that the whole lot would go in just 24 months' time.
Sad day, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can imagine people reading that and feeling a bit of sadness for the life that has been.
What have you got there, then?
Mine's a little bit blurred, so it's from the Sunday Express, London, January the 15th, and it says 1966, I think.
Yeah, 1966, I think. Yeah, it's a bit blurry, isn't it?
The station that BR dropped off the map. So the strapline is the busy little railway station at Henfield, Sussex, just does not exist according to the 1966 British Rail timetable. Even the latest ABC Railway Guide lists Henfield Station as closed, with Horsham 11 miles away, the nearest fully operational station. Oh, so it says Horsham and Henfield are closed, but in fact commuters use Henfield every day. Local residents are asking Mrs. Barbara Castle, the Minister of Transport, to look into the strange case of the missing railway station. I like that.
Well, in fact,
another mystery.
In another couple of months it would be shut, so they probably knew, took it out the timetable before they let the punters know.
Exactly.
This is one while I had my Eccles. These are lovely Eccles cakes, by the way. This is from August the 17th, 1889 in the Sussex Express, and it says the new station master, our new station master is Mr. W. Judges, who has occupied a similar post at Forest Row for 10 or 11 years. He is held in high esteem and is to be made the recipient of a testimonial before he leaves. Would a new station master make it to the papers today? Seems unlikely, doesn't it?
Probably.
What have you got there, Chris?
This is from the West Sussex County Times, February 1962, and the headline, kicked the bins round. Back in the good old days when they gave people a proper bit of discipline for willful damage. It says here, 3 youths pleaded guilty at Stenning on Monday to willfully damaging 2 waste paper baskets at Henfield Railway Station. Were denied a second offence of behaving in a disorderly manner in a carriage upon the railway. And it goes on to say that the youths had admitted kicking the bins around and that they were going to be disciplined properly, which is great.
The 3 were ordered to pay £1 £1.
Yeah.
It's not bad, is it?
Pounding cost.
What have you got there, Louise?
I have got something from the West Sussex County Times from Friday, February the 23rd, 1973. So this is actually an advert, work in London and live in Henfield.
That's a day before my first birthday.
Really?
Gosh, look at the prices.
So I know Henfield, Sussex, Station Road, which we know really well, only one house remaining, a 3-bedroom detached bungalow with a garage from £14,050.
What a funny price. You'd think they'd do $13,999,
It's a bit
wouldn't
random,
you?
isn't it? But look, there's a lovely picture here,
I
an
wonder if-
illustration of the bungalow that you could live in. On
I wonder
Station
if
Road.
anyone still lives there.
I wonder as
Look
well.
at this as well, Southwater. 3-bedroom semi-detached house with a garage, £12,250. And a 3-bedroom detached house with garage and central heating in Uckfield, $13,250.
Different
Crikey.
world of prices. If you live in one of these bungalows, do get in touch.
Do get in
and let
touch.
us
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. What have you got there, Chris?
West Sussex County Times from 1956, so quite a while before the closure. Train smashes field gate. A field gate placed across the railway line near Henfield on Saturday was smashed to pieces when the 8:15 p.m. train from Brighton passed through it. The engine and carriages were undamaged. The driver, after realising he'd hit an obstruction on the line, sent out a warning from Partridge Green Station. The gate had been removed from a private farm crossing about half a mile from Henfield Station. Police are making inquiries.
Because, of course, now level crossing gates don't go across the line at all, but then they did, didn't they? They just swung left to right. This is from the West Sussex County Times, Friday, January the 4th, 1974. Village Pub gets a new name. Henfield will soon have a new public house, and 2 customers are all set to receive prizes of £7.50 each,
£7.50.
thanks to, in ways, to the famous Beeching axe. Some 8 years after the closure of the Horsham to Shoreham railway line through Henfield, the Station Hotel will in future be called the Cat and Canary. The change was approved by magistrates at Stenning transfer sessions on Monday. How long did the Cat and Canary last?
I remember it being the Cat and Canary. It's not all that long ago it changed to the old railway.
Oh, right. So there we go. It's changed, but the change back probably didn't make it to the paper this time, did it?
I don't think so.
No.
So the next article we've got is from the West Sussex County Times, Friday, December, I think that says the 19th,
Yep.
1965. Charlie Adfield, a name we all know, has checked his last ticket. Good night, Mr. Adfield, commuters called as they left Henfield Station at the weekend. Good night, Charlie, said others who had known him for years. See you on Monday. But they were wrong. Charlie was not there on Monday to check the season tickets. He had retired the day before. So senior porter, Mr. Charles Arthur Adfield, was leisurely drinking a cup of tea at home in, what does that say? It's a bit blurred, Fabian's Way,
Yeah.
when the outward bound passengers crowded through onto the platform. A big change after 39 years of checking them in and out, getting to know their faces, making friends. There were no fond farewells, for no one knew that Charlie Adfield was retiring except the railway staff themselves and a woman who somehow or other had
Learned of what was
learned
happening.
what was happening and
And
came across to say goodbye and press 100 cigarettes into his hand.
There we are. You're
Silently
retiring.
age.
Have 100 ciggies.
Yeah, so he quietly retired and he was quite a legend. We've come across him quite a lot in our research, haven't we?
Yeah. What have you got there, Chris?
West Sussex County Times, April 1963. The headline is "Not Taking Threat, Lying Down." We're not taking the threat to close our railway station lying down. It's quite a familiar headline around that time. The chairman of Stenning Parish Council, Mr. Toomey, told the West Sussex County Times reporter this week, "When the Parish Council meets next week, I shall ask them to agree to joint action with all other communities concerned in Dr. Beeching's threat to close the line." So
Didn't do any good, though.
No, it
another
didn't.
2 years, it'd be gone.
that's it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I've got one more if you want it.
One last one.
Okay, West Sussex County Times, and this is a significant date, March 29th, 1963, says this immediately after the publication of the Beeching report. So this is what people would have read in the papers straight after, and it says, rail closure plan. Direct rail link between Horsham and Brighton will be broken if Dr. Beeching's plans for modernising British railways announced on Wednesday are adopted. Between Itchenfield Junction, south of Christ Hospital, and Shoreham Junction, the line would be closed to passenger traffic. Stations which would close would be Southwater, West Grinstead, Partridge Green, Henfield, Stenning and Brander. So imagine in those times, if you're a regular commuter, suddenly reading that the railway's going to be ripped away. Stunning.
That's really sad, isn't it? And of course, it was only a speculation at that time, but it all came true. Well, thank you guys for having a little
It's been
perusal through
lovely
the...
to have a look
Do you want
at
a piece
these
of Eccles
historic
cake?
documents. Yes, please.
Have a piece of Eccles cake. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little dip through the papers. Let's enjoy our cake.
Oh, go on then. Is that a genuine offer?
That is no, we'll do that. Have a genuine offer of a bit of Eccles cake. I couldn't possibly manage a whole one. A whole one. That's fascinating though, all that, isn't it?